Sometimes you have to upset the people. When you see the government putting these restrictions on people that are ruining people's lives, I mean, your life, your business, the people who work at your business, would you say that this situation that you're seeing, this isn't just unique to your restaurant? This is happening to restaurants, businesses all over Los Angeles.
I can tell you, I know firsthand because number one, as a business owner, we talk to other business owners, but number two, my place is the heart of this area. And people come here, it's Cheers, and they open up and they tell me, and all year long I've been keeping my head down, just survive, and then quietly crying as I hear, you know, the Oaks can't open because they don't have food. She had just brought her second bar 6 months before, the Parlor. Both of them shuttered, and she's losing everything. Sullivan's deep in the valley, that they didn't get PPP. They're not allowed to open. They don't have food. They went through their life savings. Their unemployment's running out. I can list a tattoo shop owner, Derek at Electric Tattoo. He came in here. He told me that, by the way, none of the landlords are working with us on rent. So rent's still expected or piling up, and nobody's working with us on that. And with him, he decided he was going to try to do it and just take the fines. They gave him 2 misdemeanors, a $10,000 fine, and said they would revoke his license permanently. And they never had a plan for tattoo artists. They had no idea when they were even going to be able to reopen. It cost him $40,000 and an attorney just to get rid of the misdemeanors and get out of that mess. And now he goes out of state to work to try to save the business because he can't sell it. I can't sell this place right now. So it just festered and festered. And then I went on and I posted, and another bartender in the area, you know, she's finally had it, and she was posting, she has, you know, 4 kids, you know, and she's like, we got to do something. Let's do a protest. I'm like, I never have done it, but let's do it. And I woke up the next morning, this is the week before this happened. And I said, God, you know, I'm just going to go for it. Like, what do I have to lose? But you know, I want to pull back the anger. I don't like division. I think, you know, people should come together no matter what your belief, whatever. You know, I love unity and I love everybody. And so I got up with a different attitude, but I was going to be determined. And on the news that morning, which was Small Business Saturday, you guys, Small Business Saturday, we're closed. Somebody takes a BB gun and shoots out the windows from Tarzana to Studio City. At 6 a.m. in the morning, I wake up to that. And like Crave is a local place. They shot their window out. And I just went on and I was like, can you believe this? On Small Business Saturday, we've had riots, we've had to board up. Most of us are gone. The ones that are surviving, shooting their window out could mean you break their spirit to the point where they just close. They can't, you know, take it anymore. And then one of our politicians tweets out, hey everybody, go out and support your small business today, as if they don't even know that they shut us all down.
Yeah.
And so I got that fire in me, and I had decided I was going to do a protest. So that Friday, I was giving away last checks and bags of groceries to my staff. And I had a couple friends come in. We were doing political signs because I was going to do, you know, I organized my first protest. And I pull in to my shuttered patio, and a movie production with a 200-person tent and tables and a catering truck. And I was speechless. I was shocked. I went into my bar, and, you know, some of my staff came, and I just broke down crying. I just was like, I was crying in front of my staff, which I didn't want to do. You know, they're hugging me, they're telling me it's going to be okay. And I'm like, no, it's not going to be okay, and it's not okay. And my girlfriend Liz was there, and I said, Liz, grab the camera, because I have to post this. I have to tell people the truth. Like, my mom's in Indiana, and she said, just come home from December. I haven't been able to go home all year. My dad's been sick. And I said, Mom, I can't, because everybody's moving out of California and fleeing, but I've been here 28 years. Why do I have to leave? Like, why do I don't want to leave this place in disarray. Like, somebody has to start telling the truth, you know? And So I posted that video and I went back in and we were finishing signs, and then next thing you know, it just
everywhere.
blew up. And it was, I mean, we had news people out front, and it was like whirlwind shock for me. I had literally no idea. Like, I just pushed my little Facebook, you know, and I was overwhelmed. I mean, it's been a whirlwind since, but I had already made the decision by that point that somebody has to tell the truth.
Yeah. Why do you think so many people watch that original video of yours from that day? Because I know for sure, I mean, I'm living here in California, it seems like the Californians here have gotten so used to tyranny. Like, apparently we're on our second lockdown, but it feels like we've just been in lockdown for months and months. It feels like nothing's really changing. It's like Californians have gotten so used to just the tyranny. So then when they see like just the absolute hypocrisy from your restaurant.
I think, on a spiritual level, because I'm a spiritual person, I would tell you that was God, because I had already, like I said, made the decision and was afraid myself, but had to do something and was praying. You know, I don't know what I'm doing or what this is going to do, but truth always wins. And that just happened to be the right circumstance on the right day. I mean, that's not planned. Like, how can you're giving last checks, paychecks, and bags of groceries, and it's right in your parking lot, 12 steps from you. Like, higher power, I don't know, I can only go with what I feel and what my beliefs are, but I think it really hit a chord, because from my experience with talking to people around here, in the beginning, we all care about people, and we were doing everything we can to follow the rules and be safe, because we don't want to get sick. And then at a certain point, the hypocrisy has gotten so bad, and everybody, I think here, they're afraid to say anything. They're afraid that people, won't like them, or will think that they don't care about people. And I don't know. I mean, I think just it takes one person to really start speaking out before others feel good about finally going enough. Maybe, I don't know. I really
Right.
can't, these are the only, what I can think, what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great message for everyone who watches this, that it takes one person. I mean, look, she has
Yeah.
her restaurant out here. She stands up, she makes a video for her Facebook that she doesn't really have followers on, and it goes massively viral. That could be you with your business, whatever situation you're dealing with in your community. It sounds like I don't have any followers, or it's never going to reach anyone. Those things can reach people, and it can make a huge difference. I mean, you've changed people's lives with that video and everything else subsequently.
I have gotten calls from all over the world. I've gotten calls from Canada, from Australia, from Tennessee, from Florida. I had a bartender from New Orleans. I read his email, I almost cried, and he's like, thank you. He's like, I didn't even think owners cared. Nobody's, talking about us. Nobody's standing up for us. I think there's so many people that are in these situations, and they needed a voice. We need somebody. And my thing is I can't do it alone. People need people, and I need people to join in and stand up, because we do have the ability to make change together. And that's why I keep going. When this happened, I said, I feel the responsibility and the burden, obviously, to speak for every business owner I know, and every employee I know, every bartender, every waiter, because these people are scared. They're not paying their rent because they don't have enough money. Their unemployment's running out, and there are no jobs for them to get. They're not. Here's the thing, when the politicians say you need to stay home, it is the emperor's new clothes. It's a farce, because there's the whole other 50% of us that can't get a Zoom job, or aren't tech people, or aren't rich. And we have to make a choice now between eating and having a place to live, or staying home. And that's not a choice for a human being. You know what I mean? So I think it's to that point where the government has not given another stimulus, the unemployment's running out, and it's just not real. It's not real. That's not a real choice. It sounds really good, it's not really a choice.
Well, politicians aren't taking a break with their salaries. They're continuing to get paid. It means nothing to them if
Right.
they shut down the small businesses because they continue to get our tax dollars, make a salary. It means nothing to them.
Right.
And continue to screw us over.
Everybody I talk to is like, how about we stop paying them until we can work?
Yeah.
And I think it's a really great idea because you'll see how fast they change the rules, right?
That's exactly right.
I
Yeah.
mean, overnight we'll be able to figure this compromise out, which I don't understand why it's so hard. People that are vulnerable, pay them to stay home. Let the healthy people that their risk is lower go out and work. I mean, that's one simple solution, and I don't have a big PhD, but that comes to my mind. You know,
Simple enough.
it's very simple,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I know. The politicians, they won't listen. It's all virtue signaling for them.
It's all slogans, virtuous. You know, the politician here said, you know, my heart goes out to Miss Marsden and the Pineapple Hill staff, you know, that they have to comply, you know, like all of us with these rules, you know, and they try to downplay it. Well, the production companies, they test every week and it's the same people, whereas we're not testing every week and we have different customers coming in and out. Well, can you explain to me then? And I would love to sit down and hear the reasoning why TJ Maxx right now, as we're sitting here, is packed with shoppers for Christmas, or the mall. They're not testing every customer that comes in or all their employees. Target, all these big chains are open. And it's insane to me because the judge just ruled in favor for us, even though now we've got to battle, you know, the governor. And what he said was the research, it was reckless, and the research basically showed that 3.1% of people that go out of their homes get it from outdoor dining and being outside, right?
Yeah.
3.1%, and they have destroyed and decimated our economy and left people with suicide numbers and accidental overdose. I only Google statistics, so if you want to fact check me, correct me later, but 150,000 they're predicting by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Between suicides and overdoses.
Lockdowns are killing more people than actually the virus.
Right.
A virus
They
with a
predicted
99.5%.
COVID would have 19,852 deaths for this year. So, again, I'm not a big PhD, but why is this so hard? This is basic 101 math, right?
Yeah.
Like, there needs to be a risk assessment. There needs to be enforcement for people that aren't necessarily following the rules that might make it a high-risk situation. There needs to be a meeting of minds and politicians that think outside the box, and they think with their heart and they think for their people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And good luck finding one of those in California.
I know.
But I appreciate everything you're
Yeah.
doing. You guys can go support Pineapple Hill Saloon. They have a
Thank
GoFundMe
you.
that you can check out to help donate to them. And
Yeah.
small businesses, I know for myself that for Christmas and everything I'm doing is all of my Christmas gifts are coming from small businesses. Hope you guys do the same to
Thank
support the
you.
local businesses out there. Thank you again so much, Angela.
Thank
I really
you.
appreciate
Can
it.
I read one quote?
Yeah.
Helen Keller, and I don't know if anybody out there watching knows who she is, but Helen Keller said, and this goes out to our leaders, okay? The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. And that sums up, for me, what's going on with our leaders.
Yeah.
You know.
Completely agree.
but-
Completely agree.
Anyway, thank you so much for all your support, and thank you for seeing me. and
Thank
getting
you
the
for being
story
on.
out.
We appreciate it. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you.